Hello and welcome everyone to the Rivals Racing League's broadcast of the RRL Offline Championship Season 2, race number 4 from Chicagoland Speedway. I'm joined once again in the booth by my friends LT and Racing Fan.
Woo!
We're,
Hi.
we're very excited to bring you this race from Chicagoland Speedway. 67 laps track with a lot of tire wear. We got to get the command here.
Drivers, start your engines!
And as the field begins to roll off pit row, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup. Bobby Labonte goes from being a menace last race at Bristol. Now he's on the pole for today's race. And Stephen Wallace, who ran up front but ran into trouble late, will start in second.
And we got Alex Bowman in the 88 and Juan Pablo Montoya in 4th place in the second row.
LT.
What? Oh, I was asleep. Who did Racing Fan call off?
Bowman and
You're
Montoya.
calling the third row.
Oh, and then we have Regan Smith and Marcus Ambrose.
Following up behind them in row 4 is Ryan Newman and Trevor Bain.
And rounding out the top 10 is Trevor.
Jimmy Johnson.
Get the Hendrick cars of Johnson and Gordon.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we are getting ready to get this race underway. Also, I just realized my graphics are still terrible. Don't worry, I'll
Yeah, I
get
don't
those
know why
fixed
you
for the next
like.
race.
You said that at Daytona.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Oh,
lazy and also stupid.
hurry up!
You're expecting too much from me. I don't care anymore. Anyway, although I guess that implies I care to begin with. Anyway, we have 67 laps up here for today's race. Tire strategy and tire savings going to be important. Don't know if we'll see many, if any, cautions, and great qualifying effort, by the way, by Alex Bowman, filling in for Dale Earnhardt Jr. And here we go. Green flag is out, and we're racing from Chicagoland.
Bobby Labonte off to a huge jump there. Bowman already going for second place. He'll clear Stephen Walls before they even get off of 2.
Yeah, now Wallace back there having a battle with the 78 as they're 3 wide between the 9, the 42, and the 39.
Pablo Montoya all the way up the track. Oh, is he gonna get the wall? No, this barely keeps it up the wall. They're still 3 wide.
Oh, we got a caution.
Labonte way out ahead.
Oh,
Oh,
big wreck in the
oh,
back.
big crash.
Oh, and look how big of a lead Labonte had before the caution. But that we have a
Oh,
huge
man.
wreck.
Dave Blaney already in smoke.
This is not boding well for the rest of this race. All right, let's go ahead and see what happened to Jamie McMurray. He's in a 4-wide situation up the track, much like his teammate Montoya. He's going to kiss the wall, and then he's going to make contact with a 17 of Kenseth. Then he's going to get spun down the racetrack. A little bit of contact with Mark Martin, but then a big hit for the 36 car there. And then that's also going to collect the 38 and 31 a bit there. But, yeah, not good for McMurray already.
Almost had 2 different incidents at the same time, because look at the 22 and 11. Almost had the same thing happen with them. Purples was way up the racetrack and they were 4 wide. Fortunately, they were able to keep going. That's got to be tough though for McMurray and Dave Blaney. First lap and they're already going to be out for sure.
Let's go on board with Dave Blaney. Oh yeah, Denny almost wrecked with Casey Kane there.
Yeah, they almost had the same thing happen with McMurray and the others on his inside. Man, he almost made it through until he got clipped by Dave Blaney.
Take one last view of this incident here, and then we'll skip ahead to the restart.
David Reagan was really smart. He probably knew they were 4 wide and immediately went down to the apron as soon as McMurray was getting turned.
Yeah, tough break for everyone involved. As it looks like we have pit stops going on here. A couple drivers
Already.
Yeah, it's the first lap of the race. I wouldn't necessarily say that tires are this important.
I guess they just wanted to make sure they don't want to be on all the tires, even though it's just by a couple of laps.
I guess they wanted to top off here.
What?
Did anyone stay out by any chance?
Quite a few
Yeah.
drivers, actually.
Stephen Wallace in first.
Let's take a look at the drivers involved. Only Dave Blaney out of the race, but still quite a few drivers with significant damage to those cars. And the lights are off on the pace car now as we get set to go back green flag racing here from Chicagoland.
The lights out and away we go.
Going to go green with 61 to go. Still a very long run. I think the guys that pitted came to pit road to top off on gas. Make sure that they can make it to the end of this race. Guess everybody who stayed out is just saving as much.
What's the
as
fuel
they can.
window for this race?
I think it's about 64 to 65 laps.
Okay.
So I think they just,
Can
pitted-
barely make it on fuel.
Yeah, I think the guys that topped off for certain can make it. The rest of the field's going to be a little interesting because they're asking, I imagine you could save 2 laps, 3 laps of gas under the caution that we've had, but it'll be close. And, of course, they now have a heat cycle on the tires, so that is really going to hurt them over the long run. We'll have to see how that works. Rolling through 3 and 4. As the leader approaches the Geico restart zone. I'm ready to get this race underway. Maybe we can run a couple more green flag laps this time than we were able to the last time round. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Stephen Wallace off to a good start. Couple of guys going to the high side, like Kyle Busch and Kevin Conway. Tony still restarted fourth, and he's already looking for second. 3 wide.
See, can we make it back? Yes, we can. No cautions. And is that a treat to see after the races that we've had?
Oh, Harvick in the wall.
Races.
Oh, this is going to stack them up.
Everyone double file further back in the field. Oh, Marco's going to force it 3 wide off of 4. They're fine, though. Stephen Wallace just chilling up front.
Montoya running the very outside lane as now he's got Michael Waltrip all up behind him.
Oh, Stewart up the track. They're going to go 3 wide for second. Oh, and Stewart's in the wall.
He's
Oh,
going to get turned.
this is going to be
This
bad.
is going to be a big one. Oh, Boyer's
Oh,
up on his side.
Bowyer.
That's
Oh,
a massive wreck.
That's a huge wreck. Oh my goodness, everyone piled in. That's not good.
That's the field.
Yeah, that's bad. That's
Oh,
Oh, and
they're
they're
no.
still wrecking. Bowman.
I went to go do something and I saw someone sideways on the apron and them going back up the track, and yeah, what happened?
All right, so the battle for second did not go so well for Tony Stewart.
3 wide already.
You
Hey,
can see
Michael.
he's a little bit out of the groove here.
A little, huh? That's the checkup. Oh, he hits the wall actually.
Keeps coming down, though. Montoya gave him enough room to save it. There's the contact. Now, this is where problems begin. Tony's going to spin into the grass, but he hits Michael's car, and that sends him back up. I don't know why Kevin Conway was going down that low, but he hits him, and that's going to send Tony right back up into the field. 33, the 2, the 7's involved. I think the 47 gets into this. Boyer's up on his side. Yep, 47's involved. The 9, the 29, the 88, 24. I mean,
The big one.
A
That's
lot worse
Chicagoland.
when everyone further back was 2 by 2.
yeah.
The big one. The big
Couple
one. That's
guys-
Nobody had really anywhere to go.
A couple guys got by it on the bottom, but even Menard couldn't get around it. I mean, look at this.
Never thought I'd see the big one at Chicagoland.
That is
That's
the field.
we usually see stuff like this at Daytona and Talladega, but not at Chicagoland.
This is absolutely insane.
This has been one crazy season so far.
I did not predict this at all in terms of the
I
way
thought
the cautions have played out so far.
Man.
Kyle Busch and Joey Logano was one of the few guys that got by it on the bottom.
Boy, you're really lucky he did not roll over.
Yeah, I don't even know if he got that much damage compared to some of the other cars in this wreck.
Well, he really only got pinched into the wall. I don't think he got hit after that.
Who's wearing our visor cam this race?
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Well,
Not
he
good.
did get plenty of foot damage.
Not to mention the fact that he grinded the entire left side of the car off.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was a mess. That was
Yeah, that was.
that was not pretty.
As soon as I saw Stewart getting turned, I knew this wasn't going to be good. I knew it was going to be a really big wreck.
I was
thought he
coming
slid
back.
through the
I thought he had
grass.
skimmed to the grass, but when I saw him go back up the track, I was like, "Oh, this is," because it was like a patch
Oh,
back
even
there.
Robbie went airborne for a second.
Yeah, that was not good at all. Not good at all.
Really big wreck. It's really going to set the tone for how the rest of the race is going to be. A
There's
lot
gonna
of
be a
people with
lot of
damage.
a lot of damaged slow cars that the leader's gonna have to get around.
Remember, a lot of these guys
Most
just
of the
did it.
field. And it's most of the field is going to be damaged, so it's not going to be a lot of cars up front that are going to be.
Not gonna be a lot of
Running
competitive
fast.
Dale
cars.
Bruneman wearing our visor cam for today's race.
We're gonna have a front row seat. You see it happen up there, and
Oh, yeah, and the points leader, JJ Yerly, how bad was his damage? Oh,
Speaking of
looked
points,
pretty
this is
bad.
looking good for Kyle Busch because he got through this. Where's JJ Yelly at?
JJ
Yeah,
Yerly
it's-
was right.
Oh yeah, so
David Bruneman.
Yeah, he got some damage in this one.
I think Kyle right now be the points leader as of now. I'm not sure, but
I mean, Michael Waltrip, I believe he was sitting in third in points, and he got through the wreck because he was right up front.
ooh yeah,
I
that's
believe he only got a little bit of side damage.
AJ didn't get that much damage right there.
compared to some of the rest of these guys. No, he didn't.
Same for Nemechek. Last onboard we'll look at.
You really gotta fix your graphics next race.
He almost made
Oh,
it.
and he almost made it through.
Last camera we'll look at here.
Pit lane 1. The art of crashing.
Terrible,
Ouch.
terrible incident. I don't really know what else to say at this point.
Wait, the track is blocked. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
No.
Okay, yeah, that's not good.
Hit the brakes.
Into the back of the points leader! And then the
And
no-
Michael.
and
Oh
Newman.
my God.
Oh my gosh.
So the top three,
When you think it can't get any crazier, this happens.
under caution, they just pile into the cars who were already wrecked.
When you think it can't get any crazier. Wow.
Matt Kenseth's just gonna squeak by. So is Montoya
What am I watching?
and Conway.
What am I watching at this
Dude.
point?
It's just lap 10. We still got 57 more laps.
Well, this changes things drastically.
This is not
We
what I
thought,
anticipated at all.
dude,
Not
Stephen
for,
Wallace is immediately gonna be out, dude.
not for a Chicagoland
So is
race.
oh my god. Newman might be able to get it fixed, maybe. But wow, Waltrip and Wallace are definitely done.
Yeah, pit stops here as you can see them going by very quickly there as we catch up to the rest of the running order. Joey Logano is the leader
You
now.
stay out.
Only
He
2
did.
lap down cars. One of them being the points leader.
This is insane. Kenseth, Montoya, Ambrose, Richardson, Kyle Busch, Paul Menard, who we know has damages up here. This is ridiculous.
Crazy, and we still have a long ways to go too.
Now we're gonna truly see who's still gonna be able to be competitive. If any of the cars who were involved in the race can still keep up.
I don't think so. This is
Here
a
we
mile and a
go.
half. This is not a short track.
Yeah, he's already slow.
Everybody jumping up off that bottom groove as quick as they can. Well, now behind
Oh,
Paul Menard back
I don't
there
know what Menard was doing.
playing with fire.
Um,
Bobby Labonte just 4 wide around the outside. They are not wasting any time getting around these slower cars.
he's barely gonna
Boy.
squeak around JJ Haley on the outside.
Sorry to
Yeah,
watch this instead of the battle up front, but I want to see if they wreck.
they might
4 wide in
here.
the back. They
No, they're
made
fine.
Oh, JJ Haley is definitely gonna be a guy to look out for, but for the wrong reasons this race. It's
Matt
gonna go from being the points leader to a very slow car with heavy amounts of damage. Here
Matt-
comes Kenseth for the lead.
Yeah, he got a run off the outside of 1 and 2. Now he's down on the bottom of 3 and 4, trying to make it work underneath Joey Logano. Montoya right behind both of them, with Kyle Busch trying to make up some time. Robert Richardson way back there in 5th place.
Let's talk about Rob Bruton. He's had some good runs in a row for that team.
3 wide.
3
for the
wide.
lead.
Logano's gonna be able to get clear of both of them. And here comes Montoya on the inside. I cannot talk. Kyle Busch trying to reel him in. I think
Good.
he's the only
Yeah.
one of these that recently pitted. So he's hit the fresher tires out of all of them. Can he put them to use?
Menard, I think, is currently running in 5th.
With damage, mind you. Although he is
Yeah.
very obviously off the pace compared to these guys. It seems like everybody besides maybe Labonte back here. And no, even Reagan has damage.
It's really just a top 4 and then everyone else.
Oh no,
4 wide.
Jimmy. Not a good idea for Jimmy to do that. Oh, he's gonna
Uh-oh.
be going through the grass.
What is he
This
doing?
is not.
Jimmy, what the heck
Oh.
was that?
That works.
Cool, I guess.
It was very.
Labonte's cleared this group. He seems to have more pace than the rest of these guys, as now this is a battle and a half up here.
4 cars under a blanket for the lead.
Three wide again.
3 wide. Logano's gonna have a huge run here at the top. He's gonna pull low. Yep.
Is he gonna get the run on Kenseth? Is he gonna be able to make the pass? Looking inside there, or will Kenseth be able to get the run? Logano seems to be edging ahead right now.
Like, look, compare their lap times to what they're running behind them. Menard and Labonte are a solid couple tenths off of these guys.
Yeah, noticeably different. Kyle's gonna pull to the inside of Logano, gonna try to make it work.
Ooh.
Logano tried to block there. I think he thought better of it. Kyle up to second with the fresher tires.
On board Joey Logano
Uh-oh.
here. Big run off the
Logano with
outside.
a huge run.
Oh, Busch a very
He's
late block.
gonna do the same thing Kyle Busch did to him the previous lap. but it wasn't able to work. Kyle Busch still has them cleared.
And these 4 are gone.
So what's the field window? Can they make it to the end of the
They
race?
should be able to. I'd imagine they can.
Kyle Busch up the track.
See, this is the
So-
kind of racing I expected
Oh.
to see all season. Or, I mean,
So-
not all season, but all race.
The thing is, we know these guys are the 4 fastest cars in the field. What happens when they catch all of these slow lap cars?
Death.
As I think I'm not sure if your screen was lagging, but I think I see some in the distance.
That's a wild Kevin Conway.
Conway.
Not very far up the track from them.
Kansas is going to be the first to have to negotiate through them. And with these guys racing like this, getting through lap traffic, 2, 3, maybe 4 wide.
I mean,
Not
Kenseth
gonna
is
be
starting to
able to
pull away from those 3, so it could maybe help.
I think
Actually,
Kyle's catching him, but it's Montoya
yeah,
and
Kyle, I'm
Logano
starting
that
to
are
see
losing
Kyle
ground.
starting to hold him.
Kyle still has the fresher tires out of all of them. So I think he has that little advantage. I'm not sure if Kenseth used up his stuff trying to drive away.
Yeah,
But
Kyle caught him.
when Kyle was able to get clear of Logano and Montoya, he reeled him in really fast. But they're going to have to deal with Kevin Conway here in a bit.
He's got to run off the outside here. Oh, no.
Oh, and they're gonna catch the lap car as soon as they're gonna start battling for the lead.
What in the world?
Oh, wow. Kevin Conway's going to pull down right
And now here comes
underfoot.
Logano and Montoya, as both of them get held up by the lap car.
Conway is not
Kyle Busch
looking
to the
lane.
lead. Oh
4
man,
wide with the lap car. 3 wide still, this time for the lead. Kenseth goes from 1st to 4th. Uh-oh, Busch's going to catch the wall. Okay, he's not going to come back down. Montoya to the race lead. What a great move there to move up.
oh man.
Oh, Kyle Busch almost into the back of Kenseth in the middle of the corner there. Now Logano's got to run.
Some good battle right here.
Kenseth had a very terrible corner entry in one. He almost got into Logano, and then Kyle almost got into Kenseth. Montoya up the track.
Gets a run, though.
What a great battle here.
It's funny how Kenseth went from 1st to 4th, and then Montoya went from 4th to 1st.
And he's gonna get a huge run. He's gonna pull away from all those 3.
Yeah, he went up to the outside lane and just rocketed away. Now Joey's going to have to run off the top.
Yeah.
Kenseth peeking underneath Kyle Busch on corner entry. He's going to send it in there, trying to get around him. Logano's going to run the top and try to pull away. Next lap car would have been Kurt Busch, but Kurt's pitting, so they've got a ways to go before they reach points leader J.J. Yaley. Yeah, like we said earlier, not been, the drivers who have dominated most of the season in early goings. Not been a good day for them.
No, it is not.
Joey up the hill. These guys are all starting to run the 42 back down a little bit.
It's very clear Kyle wants to get around Joey, but Joey keeps running the high line. So it's not that,
Oh, go ahead.
not that great for Kyle.
It's not. Kyle was the fastest, but he's burning up a lot of his tires trying to get around these guys. So, not sure if that's still the case, as he is right on the back bumper of Logano.
Might push Joey off in here faster than Joey wants to go. He is all over his back bumper.
I don't think Kyle's very happy with him right now. We all know how rowdy he can get.
He's gonna need to back up from Logano, then get a huge run at the top, then pull below him on the
Oh, Joey just
backstretch,
tried to
or
block, but Kyle sent it in there
or
anyway.
could he clear him?
Nope, Joey
No,
got
they're
the run
side by
off the
side.
top. Now Kenseth challenging. I think that Kyle has to get around Logano here in a minute.
He does. He's gonna have
He's
that higher
blocked it.
line.
He has nowhere to go.
These guys are slightly catching Montoya. Not by much, but they are catching him a little. Oh, Busch is going to have a monster run off the top here.
Yeah, he is.
To the inside of Logano for second place.
I think we're already halfway through the race.
Oh, Bush
Huh.
is there.
Yep, and you guys know what that means. It's our ones to watch time. LT, you're up first.
Well, my one to watch right now is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch started this race way in the back. Like, I think almost, like, what, 30s maybe? He was able to avoid that massive crash, and now he's up here looking to be one of the faster cars, battling for the win. Kyle Busch is going to finally break through and get that win here. My underdog, well, I don't really see
Can't
anyone.
really pick anybody as an underdog when there's only
I
really 4
guess
drivers.
Kenseth. Out of the 4, Kenseth seems to be the slowest, so I guess he's technically an underdog. So Kenseth and Busch are my 2 picks. Racing fan, what about you?
Oh, Logano really seems fast. Might have to go with him. He just needs to stop battling with Kyle. Even if Kyle seems faster, I think Logano could still compete with Montoya. Underdog, not really quite sure who to go with. So, yeah. Just gonna have my race winner pick as Logano for this one.
All right, well, my race winner pick's going to be the driver running in fourth right now. Matt Kenseth seems like he's backed off, saving his stuff. Seemed to be the fastest out of these 4 early in the run, but then they all ran him back down, had some trouble in lap traffic, but I think he can get it done in the end. My underdog pick a little bit further back here, mentioned him earlier. Bobby Labonte seems to be the only car back here without significant damage of some sort. He's still having some trouble staying ahead of these guys, which makes me kind of wonder what might be wrong with his car if he's battling with guys with hood damage and rear bumper damage. But I still think that he can squeak out a top 5 here, and he's currently running in that 5th place position. As we come back to the battle up front, Montoya's gotten around these 3-lap cars, and this is going to benefit him enormously, as Kyle Busch now diving to the inside of Ryan Newman, can't make it work.
Oh, now Logano's looking to the outside. But he's now got Ryan Newman to deal with.
This is going to be really dangerous here. And Denny Hamlin. Denny's really slow.
Yeah, Hamlin, or not Hamlin, Logano, or not Logano. Well, I mean, yeah, they all got around the lap cars now, but Logano was really on the short end of the stick there.
Now they're going to have to run Montoya down again.
Yeah, Montoya is way out there now. 28 laps remain here as now Matt Kenseth looking on the inside of Kyle Busch for second, but Busch is going to get a monster run off this outside lane here.
Wow. Yeah, that was a huge run right there. This looks really fun. I wish I was down there.
I just want to point out the lap time difference that these guys are seeing. If you want to take a look at the last lap speed, you'll probably want to wait one more lap because they had to get around the lap cars, but look at just how much slower they are.
29.4 compared to a 28.3.
The pace has really backed down over the course of this run. You know, Chicagoland track with high amounts of tire wear. But it's going to be really interesting to see just how far off the pace they are by the end of this run.
They are catching more lap cars, so Busch, Kenseth, and Logano are going to hope at least one of the lap cars can hold up Montoya long enough. As there we go.
Yeah, he is right now.
Marco D'Ambro's in the way, but Montoya's not going to be held up that long.
Will Kyle Busch be
Still
held up?
helped out Kyle. He's got the whole straightaway to get around Ambrose, and he will get around him with no problem.
Look how much ground he's gained. Oh, wow. Kenseth cut the 9 in a hurry. Had to back it down. It looks like both he and 20 will get around him this time.
there's something here that could shake up everything, and it's really possible to get into these cars. Late race caution.
Whoa!
And
Oh,
almost
almost
one
the
right
wreck there
there.
as Logano hooked the 9 almost into Kenseth. Wow, that was close.
As I was saying, late race caution could shake up everything,
Battle for the lead.
and it is
It's the
looking.
48 versus the 18 at Chicagoland. Here comes Kyle to the inside.
Montoya's gonna have the run.
Kyle's not going to be able to get a run or a pass here.
And while they're doing this, the 17 and the 20 are trying to close in.
And Kyle lost a lot of ground trying to make the pass in 1 and 2.
What do you guys say we crank it up?
I'm down.
Oh, well, we can't do it anymore because we have a crash and it's involving Montoya. Are we
Oh
still
no.
green? No, we are not. The caution.
Caution is
Oh, and it
out.
must have involved Kyle Busch, too.
Did it?
Oh my goodness.
Did
Uh-oh.
they check
Oh, the
for? Oh,
leader.
I said
Darn
getting through
loud
lap traffic.
cars.
Oh.
Wow.
I said getting through lap
And
traffic.
Kyle
could
Busch
be
did
risky.
get a little bit of front end damage.
And Montoya, I think, got a little bit of rear end damage.
Wow.
Kevin Conway being the hazard that he is. What an absolute joke.
Actually,
Oh,
never mind.
No damage.
They didn't even make any contact.
Good avoidance. by
Very
Rick there.
lucky by Busch and Montoya for not making any contact, but
Oh, that's
still
a big
very
hit from
unfortunate for
Montoya.
Montoya. He's gonna get a lot of side damage from that. I don't think he got any front end damage though.
I think relatively both cars, Bush and Montoya. Bush didn't hit anything, but I think Montoya should be fine.
Well,
I
any
mean,
tire
yeah.
saving that they did before is completely nullified.
and now it's just going to be a run to the end.
Yep.
But still isn't
I
over.
have
You
that
can still get a
only to
late race
go.
caution here. You can still quite literally get another late race caution, especially with the pack all
Racing fan,
formed
weren't
up.
you just talking about that as Regan Smith
All
eventually
and-
blows up?
Wait, what?
Weren't you just talking about a late race caution right before we did the crank it up?
No, that was me. I think I did the classic jinx. I said late race caution, and then Logano almost murdered Ambrose, and then Montoya. Well, it wasn't really Montoya murdering Conway. It was just Conway being slowed in the way.
Kyle Busch got around the 17, holds off them. Oh, and it looks like Montoya's going to end up behind all of them once again. So Kyle Busch leads the way off pit road. Denny Hamlin in 20th here. And then I think, yeah, Jimmy Johnson's going to be in the top 5 now.
I
So-
assumed Montoya was gonna lose a couple of spots for trying to fix the damage, but I guess they're gonna go out like that in that condition, so it doesn't look like it'll be that bad.
So here's the interesting thing. We see some cars that stayed out here. I think these cars have stayed out. Right. They're going to be on the inside line here. Pim, here's the crazy thing. We're going to have, 18-something laps to go here.
Mhm.
It's going to be a pretty short run. But, oh boy, the whole pack of slow cars is all back together. Do you think we're going to be able to finish this thing under green? Or go green all the way?
I think so. I think there's a good possibility this thing goes green to the end, which means that these 4 drivers, I don't think one has that much meaningful damage to that car. Might hurt him a little, but I don't think it's going to hurt him a lot. So I think for those 4, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Logano, and hopefully Montoya, I really would hate to see his battle for the win ended because of that contact, but those 4 drivers have to focus as much as they can about getting away from those lap cars and driving as hard as they can to the end. We're going green with 17 to go. You can save your tires a little bit, but not much. It's going to
And
be.
the thing,
What were you
go.
saying?
That's the thing is, lap traffic isn't over yet. They're definitely going to catch him before the end of this run.
I don't know. It might take them a while. They might not catch
It
up.
Conway's
took
here.
them a while on the
Conway's
first green
here, and
flag
he's
run to catch
slow.
up to the lap cars.
Here we
I don't know.
go into the restart zone once again. Oh, Kyle did not get that big of a jump on Kenseth. The whole bottom lane just died out.
JJ80 really slow on the track. David Reagan with a little bit of speed, but he's still going to be slow.
Oh, that's going to
Montoya
hurt
pulls down to the
Montoya.
bottom. Yeah.
I'm going to hold him up a lot right there.
That
Big
sucks
time.
for Johnson that he's stuck behind the 11 because he looks like he's got some speed as they're going to split the 6-3 wide.
Uh-oh.
Logano might be in the short end of the stick.
No, he's
Maybe?
going to get the
No?
run.
Did he get a run?
Unless he hits the fence. He does
Oh.
hit the fence, but he's still going to clear him.
Didn't hit the fence too hard. Montoya really needs to get around that 6 car.
Oh, wow. He
Johnson
sent
on
it in
the
there.
outside.
Uh-oh.
Montoya really wanted to get around the 6 car.
Might get ugly here.
It's
That's
not
6.
good.
Is
Johnson
holy
with
speed.
actual speed could actually maybe have a shot, but he needs to get around the 6.
Yeah, the 6 is really messing these guys up, especially Montoya. And now they are getting away. Kyle Busch trying to scoot away from the rest of the field. 15 laps to go here from Chicagoland.
Is David Wright or David Gillen on the lead lap?
He is.
He is. Wow,
Wow.
he actually has some sort of speed.
Montoya is quickly pulling away from them. I think Juan just needed to get away from the rest of the field because he is not that far behind. But he probably chunked off a lot of his tire trying to get around those lap cars.
That's what I'm seeing. Johnson. I feel like if Johnson can get clear of Gilliland, he might not be able to go up there with those 4, but he might be able to just sit in the wings if anything happens. Seems really fast.
Gillen with a
Right,
huge run.
Gillen.
Gilliland fighting
Wow,
back.
he's
Good
gonna
damage.
quickly get around Montoya in the back straightaway. Doesn't have him clear.
Boy.
Not going to clear him, and that's just going to hold both of these. There he goes.
Oh, he does have him cleared.
Like David Gilliland.
Showing
What
some
an
muscle.
incredible run.
Look at that, 200 miles an hour off into the corner.
Oh, Montoya getting really close there. Gonna be fine.
I think this might be all she wrote for these guys back here. Even Logano's falling away. Closing in on 10 to go. It looks like it's going to be 18 versus 17 for the victory today.
Good
Didn't
Kenseth.
Matt Kenseth
Real-
and Bill start in the back? Where did Kenseth start?
You can check the starting lineup for this race.
Let's see. Starting lineup.
Matt Kenseth started 26th. And Kyle Busch started 39th.
Wow.
That big wreck at the beginning really helped them.
So from the back, battling for the win for both of these guys.
Logano is clearly fallen away. David Gillen doesn't really have anything for them. Looks like it'll be just these two, barring a caution flag. Oh, they might catch Yaley by the end of this, but I doubt it.
Kenseth's gonna need to start running the high line if he wants to catch up to Kyle.
Well, as you say that, now he's going a little lower than Kyle.
Looks like Kenseth is a little tight there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was going straight.
And you see he tried to arc that corner as much as he could. Looks like Bush's car is a little tight too, but like it's a little more balanced than Kenseth right now. Kenseth, like he's starting to struggle as the light to 18 is starting to slowly pull away here.
Busch with his insane comeback at Bristol must have breathed some life into this team after the horrible Daytona road course they had. But I think Kenseth's starting to eat into that gap ever so slightly. Further back, Joey Logano. No chance. Montoya trying to get back what he lost.
I think that damage kind of hurt Montoya there more than we saw because
That car was also a really big factor.
Montoya was probably one of, besides Busch and Kenseth, Montoya was probably one of, if not the fastest car, and he is struggling to get around David Gilliland with damage, and Jimmy Johnson's taking a position away from him right now.
Johnson and Montoya have been having a battle for 5th place for a couple of laps now. They just keep going back and forth.
The last thing Kyle Busch wants right now is a caution. He just wants to get in that window where if a caution does come out, the race will end.
And we're closing in on that right now. 7 laps to go. That time by the start-finish line, Kyle Busch, 11 thousandths faster than Matt Kenseth. These two are virtually matching lap times right now, but that is not going to be enough for Matt Kenseth. The question is Kenseth saving? Is Kyle Busch saving, maybe even? Or are they both going all out? 6 laps to go here this time by at Chicagoland. And this time by the stripe, Matt Kenseth, over a 1/10 of a second faster than the 18.
Right now, you got your spotter yelling in your ear, there's 6 to go. The race wins right in front of you for both of these guys. I don't think they're saving anything. I don't really think it'll matter right now.
This
Because
time by, if a caution comes out, the race would end under yellow. We would not get this race back restarted.
yeah, there's no way they're saving now. Logano seems to be, I'm not sure if he's slowly reeling them in, but it's going to be a little too late for Logano if he did have anything.
He's still quite a bit slower than these two. Seems like Kenseth isn't running a much higher than the 18, but he's running a little bit higher.
Noticeably higher. Doesn't like the 18 likes the outside that much because he's been trying to stay in that bottom to middle groove the whole race here.
Oh, he slid up off the bottom. He did not hit his lane right. Let's see the difference this time by a 21.9 to a 29 flat. There, Matt Kenseth much faster that time by the 18. Oh, well, that time Kyle Busch had his tires in the top seam there. It's going to give him a little bit of momentum down the back straightaway. 3 to go this time by.
We went from a huge wreck to an amazing battle here. Definitely a nice breath of fresh air compared to Bristol because, oh my gosh, Bristol was...
And the Daytona Road Course, that was interesting. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, those were fun races to watch, but this is an entirely different beast. Kyle Busch gets up to the outside lane, kind of slipped up off the bottom here.
Kenseth, you're closing in on the lap car, JJ Ellie there. Saw him in the frame. Will they catch him before the end of this thing?
I hope not. Oh, but it looks like they might. 2 laps this time. Kyle Busch.
It might be on the last lap.
Oh,
Worst thing.
Kenseth is really
That could-
closing. 2/10 quicker.
Kenseth might get there.
He's all over him now.
Where is Kyle going to catch this lap car?
I hope that they
I'm
both
afraid
get
they
around
might
him.
catch
Looks
him
like
on
it's
the
going to be on
last
the
lap.
front stretch.
Yaley's a second off the pace. Oh, they're going to catch him. They're going to catch him right here. This could get ugly. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Daytona, at Chicago.
lap.
We've already done so
Here
many
we
races
go.
at Daytona. Oh my gosh, are they
Whoa.
both going to get around him? They are.
That's going to prevent Kenseth from
Kenseth
arcing
on the
down
high line
lower.
could get a run from it. Down the straightaway.
That prevented him from getting the arc, but he's got to run, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Do 3 and 4 for the final time. I don't think Kenseth is going to have enough here.
Off the final corner, he's dominated the race after the last caution. He stayed out front, pulled away. Kyle Busch is your winner at Chicagoland.
What an amazing finish.
A close second for Matt Kenseth. Logano will hang on for third. David Gilliland in fourth. Fifth is Jimmy Johnson. Montoya, a very disappointing 6th place. You know that team was hoping for more. Labonte holds on for 7th. 8th place, A.J. Allmendinger. 9th will be Mark Martin. And Trevor Bayne brings home a top 10 finish to this race. So
Wow, what a finish.
Look at your full finishing order here.
Really
And
hard
with that
breaking up
win,
for Montoya.
Kyle Busch will propel himself to a pretty massive points lead here after just 4 races.
Michael Waltrip, we didn't see where he finished that race.
Yeah, he ended up, he's now 3rd in the standings, quite a long ways behind Kyle Busch. David Gilliland with a good finish, though. Matt Kenseth almost vaults himself into the top 10 in points, but this is something to look at. If you ignore the top 2, the difference between Michael Waltrip in 3rd and David Reagan in 19th is roughly 72 points, which is about half a race's worth. But the difference between Kyle Busch And J.J. Yaley is greater than that. It is 76.
Yeah, Kyle Busch put himself in a good spot because he was second in points after Bristol, and then to go out there and win a race. Oh boy.
Oh, well, here we go for the next race. Race number 5 is at Darlington for the Southern 100. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, this is not going to be pretty.
This is gonna be worse than Bristol.
Yeah, this is going to be worse than Bristol. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's race. I know I enjoyed calling it. But so, LT, what are your thoughts walking away from Chicagoland?
You know, it was definitely a change in atmosphere besides from like the massive one on lap 10, I think. But it was definitely a nice breath of fresh air. We had a nice clean battle for the lead, really entertaining. And yeah, it's a shame that we're gonna be sitting there for like 3 hours at Darlington.
And Racing Fan, what do you think specifically for Kyle Busch? He has a massive points lead. What do you think he can do at Darlington, if anything, to try to stay out of trouble?
Not
Oh,
die.
first of all, survive. Yeah. I would say maybe do the exact same as he did at Chicagoland. Start at the back and avoid all the shenanigans that will happen throughout the race, so he can get a good finish at the end.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure that will propel him like even further in the points.
All right, well, for the next race, as I said, Darlington, 100 miles there for the Southern 100. Looking forward to broadcasting that race. This has been the Ravels Race Week's broadcast of the RRL Offline Championship race number 4 from Chicagoland. We'll see you next time.